Throughout history, women have battled oppression and fought for basic human rights, but in the 18th century the battle really began. Due to the fact that women did not have suffrage, many important issues of national importance were left only to the decisions of men. One of the many soldiers of women's suffrage was Emmeline Pankhurst, who started the Women's Social and Political Union, which helped lead England to universal suffrage.
There's been a surprise rally here today in front of the Parliament building to protest for women's rights and suffrage, led by Emmeline Pankhurst. Here we have the one and only Emmeline Pankhurst.
Good day. We are here not to be lawbreakers, but in order to become lawmakers.
And what do you mean by that?
As leader of the WSPU, I believe that women's suffrage is a necessity for our nation, not just a right that should be granted.
Let's go record something more realistic.
Mary Wollstonecraft met in salons in order to discuss important social and political issues during the 1800s with other influential people of this period. She believed in women's rights in society and was ridiculed by Emily Rousseau.
I believe that women are equal human beings to men, and should therefore hold the same rights and privileges, be able to hold office, vote, and not be mistreated by their male counterparts.
Hi, I'm Emily Rousseau. I find it ridiculous that you even believe that you're capable of such things. It's obviously the natural order for women to obey men. I mean, we're superior in every way.
How so? What proof or reason have you?
I needn't justify the obvious. You're inferior and you're not able to comprehend our superiority. I mean, there's a sphere for women's education and rights, then there's a larger, different sphere for men's. It's just the way of life.
You men are incorrigible. I'll be back. When I arrive, have dinner on the table and the counters scrubbed.
Another issue which impacted almost every woman worldwide was marriage. Men were capable of forcing women to marry them, and furthermore, all the women's property and wealth belonged to the man afterwards. Many sought to alter these drastic marital traditions and ensure both parties benefited equally.
What a beautiful day it is. How is your mother doing?
Not well, I'm afraid. She's fallen ill of tuberculosis. I don't think she'll make it.
What a shame.
Hey, darling, take my hand in marriage.
What? That's crazy. I don't even know you.
That doesn't seem to be my problem. You're coming with me.
That was preposterous. I think I'll go join the women's rights movement.
I still don't like you in the slightest. Why won't you leave me alone?
Because I can do as I please. Now would you hand over those property deeds?
Near the end of women's rights movements, conveniently enough, a world war popped up. Women did not see this as detrimental, however, and decided to take part in it to show they were capable of anything men were.
The power to save you, if you grant me my rights.
I'm dying, woman. Fix the wound.
I don't have those capabilities unless you give me equality.
Stop making jokes and fix the wound.
No! I've done my waiting! 12 years of it. In Azkaban.
Fine. You can have your blasted rights. Just fix the wound.
There you go. All better. Chop chop, go and fight. Today we show the world that women can fight. And today we will! Ah!
While men went to school and got an education, women were expected to just cook and clean and raise children. They weren't allowed the same education as men and did everything in their power to have it.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm going to school.
Why?
To get an education.
Why? You don't need an education to cook my dinner and make my kids. So get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
I deserve an education. I can do something useful with it, unlike you.
Even with an education, you're not going to do anything or achieve anything important in your life. I mean, come on, none of you will.
You sexless pig! Now, I'm not going to cook dinner for a week. Let's see how you handle it.
Women's suffrage was the key to gaining the basic rights which men had always been granted. Without a say in government, women were not able to fight against laws that were not in the best interest of women.
You would not understand the runnings of Parliament, so don't worry your little head with thoughts of government.
You can hardly sustain oneself. How could you sustain a government?
It's just not right.
Have fun saying that in a political debate.
Women battled for their rights using the means of intense rallies and large public followings. Some took drastic measures to bring suffrage into the light of the media. Emily Wilding Davison was one of those radicals that brought an emphasis on the battle for rights.
Hey, come here.
What's that?
There's a rock.
Rebellion against tyrants is obedience to God? What is this? Someone arrest this poor, insane female.
No! No! Jail was just horrid. I think those hunger strikes took a toll on me.
What do you plan on doing now that you're out of jail?
Protest, of course. There's a derby today, and I plan on spreading our words of equality.
How do you plan on doing so?
And we will see. For women of the present, past, and future.
Women offered their freedom and lives in the hopes of better the world for the future women of Europe. In England, suffrage was granted in 1918 with age and many other restrictions. However, it was still seen as a victory for the women.
We have rights, we have suffrage, we have victory!
Yay!
Yeah, we broke Chase.
Same rights and privileges. Be able to hold office, vote. Stop laughing!
Can we restart that again?
I was like, as the leader of the WSPU, I believe that women's suffrage is necessary. I'm the power to save you. Do you grant? I'm the power.
We got a little wardrobe malfunction,
don't put
Haley.
this on.
Yeah, no.
She's gotta fix her hair.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Incandescent gas, a gigantic nuclear furnace. You want to hear the rock version?
No. No.
You're welcome.
No.
It's a lot more catchy.
For women of the present, past, and future.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm going to school, of course.
For what? You said to get an education.
Oh, to get an education.
Why? You only need an education to cook my meals and have my kids. And get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
There's been a surprise rally here today in front of the Parliament building to protest for women's rights and suffrage. Shut up, you. Swing the knife behind. I really.
Dude, you're not.
No! That's not what I hear me the fucking thing. No, you have to be like, chop, chop, go fight.
You would. You.
Have fun saying that in a political debate.
I took that one full on. You better keep that one.
Is that in? Is that in it?
Sexist pig. Pig! Ah!